Hey guys, I'm sure you've seen one of these before, but have you ever seen one that can do this? This is the Viper. It's a collaboration between Full Conceal and CAA. So this is just a first impressions video. This isn't like our normal reviews where we do a ton of testing on it and then share our thoughts on it for you guys. This is the very first impressions on it. I just got this yesterday, so we're gonna go over some of the pros and cons of what we see with this and kind of give you an idea of what you're getting if you're gonna order one before we get time to fully test this. So what are the benefits of this and what's the difference between this and a Roni? So the biggest difference is size. This is a lot smaller than a Roni. The biggest difference not only is this right here, the fact that this folds. That is the Full Conceal MD3, their folding Glock. It goes in here and gives you the capability to make this a little bit smaller of a package so you can fit it in little different places. And the capability of having a 33 round mag. Normally, your Roni would look like this. This black piece would not be here. That is just for the concealability of the 33 round mag. But normally your Roni would be folded. The smallest point would be this. Really depends what size mag. Most of the time you would just do a regular 15 round mag, so it's smaller. But this gives you the capabilities of running a 33 round mag and it being smaller than the normal Roni with a 15 round mag. So this collaboration was brilliant in my mind. I think that Full Conceal and CAA were really smart for coming together because this is something that a lot of people are looking for. Everyone wants a backpack gun, and this is exactly what it is, which I'll show you real quick. This is a Vertex bag. I think this is their transit bag. This completely folded up, 33 rounds, fits perfectly in my transit bag. No issues. I can't put it in the highly concealable spot. This is where you can put like a Glock or something. It's got rigid sides, so it's unable to go in there because it's too wide, but it goes in the second pouch really easily, and it fits really well and is very concealable. And just like that, you have your Glock, Viper, Roni, whatever you want to call it, with 33 rounds. So the benefit of having such a small package, being able to carry such a large capacity, is absolutely awesome. And the fact that this chassis gives you more accuracy because you're able to shoulder this with a brace. You're able to get a better grip forward with this position here. This is just supposed to be for mounting that magazine, but you can use that as a grip, so it's really good to have it as a grip there. You got a hand stop and everything, so you don't overextend, especially with such a small, I don't want to call it a barrel because this isn't the barrel, but we'll just call it the barrel. So it's a short barrel, you don't want to overextend your grip. So you have a hand stop there, which is nice. And then you have the ability to run an optic, which also makes you more accurate. Just want to check that's not on. You can run iron sights. You can put basically anything. I'm going to put a flashlight on this eventually. I'm not sure where. I kind of want to put an Enforce right up here. It might be convenient. We'll see if that works. But I actually have another optic coming for this. But right now we're running the SP1 from DI Optical. But this just gives you a lot more capacity, a lot more accuracy, in a much smaller package than what you're used to. And we'll break it down here and show you guys exactly how it's set up, how you put it together, and exactly what's going on inside. So downstairs, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a closer look at this before I show you guys how to break it down and put it back together. So I chose the FD because I think it looks really sharp, especially with the black accenting on it. I might eventually put this frame in there. Not sure yet, but for right now, this one will work. So eventually what I want to do is put a flashlight on this. I know CAA has an option to put a flashlight here, but I'll probably end up getting like an Enforce or some kind of stream light. Really don't need anything super bright for this. I'm not going to be spotlighting anybody and shooting super far distances with this, but I would like to have some kind of light setup, being that it's going to be in my bag that's with me. CAA does a really good job of giving you a lot of rail space on this. You got the pick rail on top and on either side, so you guys have a lot of places to customize these. My dad has one of these as well. He has iron sights on his. It really just depends what you guys prefer and what works best for you. This optic is pretty large and kind of cuts down on your concealability. That's why we're going with something from Vortex. It's a little bit smaller, but this is just something I had and I wanted to throw it on. But they do a really good job of giving you options here with rail space and the location, so you guys can customize these pretty good. So now I'll show you guys exactly how to tear this thing down and install everything. You want to take that out, make sure the gun is clear. And it is. So it is super, super simple to remove and install this. So you got to do is press this button, and then you're going to push back and down. I didn't know that at first. I just ripped it down. but it's very nice to know exactly how to do it. And then what's kind of cool is there's this piece right here. It locks into your rails, so you don't want to just pull your gun out. It won't come out. You'll probably break something. You got to pull that down. It's like a flashlight attachment. Pull that down, and then it slides out. And then you can just bring it down and slide that out. So I'm going to set this off to the side here, out of frame. And then you have this piece here, and that's how you rack it. So you can just lift that up, and it comes off. And as you can see, it is a basic Glock 19 that's been chopped up and has a bunch of doohickeys there. But this is the full Conceal M3D, which I have a frame here as well for it. Now, when you get this, it's going to come here with this on the bottom. That's a retention device here just to keep this locked into position when it's folded like that. You're going to have to remove that so it can fit into the Roni, or the chassis, the Viper chassis. So to remove it, all you got to do, it's pretty simple, just 2 Allen wrenches on either side. You remove those bolts, that comes off. So very simple. Actually, it slides off. So very simple to take off, and then you'll get that. The only thing you will lose is if you're just running the gun is you'll lose that retention device, so it will be able to free float a little bit. So if you're ever just running the gun itself, I would install that back on. But this one is honestly probably just going to live in that chassis and probably never come out. So that is the only thing you're going to have to do to remove. Other than that, once you remove that, you bring your chassis back. You will get this. You got to put it in. It comes with lines in there, as you can see, if I don't keep dropping it. There's these lines here. It's the same grooves that are already on your rear slide. So you just kind of want to line them up. It's pretty simple to have them lined up. If they're not lined up, it won't go in. And then press down. So then there you go. It is down on the Glock. Make sure it's fully down. There we go. So then you can rack it, and you're good to go. And then all you have to do is slide that in, lift up, and then when you push forward, it's going to lock into that position. I'll show you. So there, it clicks in. So now it cannot come out as much as you pull. And then all you got to do is lift this up, push forward, and it's locked in. And now you're good to go. And then what's nice here is you have this slide lock. I can't remember if this is the one that they fixed or this is the old one, but all you got to do is press down on that, and your slide lock comes down. So it works fairly well. It's a little bit, I almost want to say chintzy. I don't really like that setup. It's almost like you press here, it doesn't go, but you have to get more in the meaty end of it. So like if you do here, it doesn't go, but if you come here, it will. So you have to get really in the middle. So there's a little bit of learning curve to that, because it's not like the other one where you just slap down, it goes. You have to make sure you hit it in the right spot. But from what I've heard, they've had issues with that. But this one doesn't seem too bad. It just, from the corner, it doesn't really work that well. But we'll see later in testing how that affects, if it breaks in or it gets worse. We'll find out. You just got to make sure you get it on the top instead of the corner, and you're good to go. This whole setup here, minus the optic, is going to run you $1,500. That's going to give you the micro chassis, the M3D Glock 19 Gen 4 from Full Conceal, which includes the folding capabilities with their trigger and everything, and their trigger guard, and then a 21 round mag. This is the 33 round, but it comes with a 21 round. I highly recommend running the 33 round though, because you might as well. It's still the same concealability, but you get a lot more rounds. So a lot of people, I already posted this on my Instagram, were asking me, is it smarter to spend that $1,500 on this, or would it be smarter to put that towards an AR9 or something like a Vector or something along those lines? And to that, it's kind of really just on what you're using this for. If you're strictly going for concealability, something that's going to fit in a bag, something that you can get really, really small and still have a high capacity of rounds, this is something you're going to want to get, because there's really nothing on the market that's going to get you this size and this small and concealability and still have that round capacity. If you're looking for something that really doesn't require concealability, you don't need that absolute tiny package, you just want something, an AR9 platform, then the AR9 definitely would be something good to put your money towards. You can build a really nice AR9 for $1,500. So it really all depends what you're using this for. This is also a great gun for collectors. I mean, I know a lot of people just like having different guns. And if you like something original, this is definitely original, something really different. And I have yet to know anybody that has one yet. So if you're like originality, this is definitely something to go. But concealability is this thing's MO. This is exactly what this was built for, and I think it is a really good job at what it does. They did a good job at designing this and making sure that everything works well. I think the design that Full Conceal already had works perfectly for what CAA already had. They really didn't have to change much, honestly. They literally put this piece here to accommodate that extra length in the mag, and really that's about it. Their two individual products worked really, really well together, and a lot of people are still trying to figure out Full Conceal's place. It's kind of out there by itself, kind of alone, really. I mean, well, not alone. There's a lot of products that are kind of out there on its own, but it's kind of out there. People are still trying to figure out where it plays a role. And I think they really hit the nail on the head with this, because I think this is something that a lot of people are going to get on board with, just for the fact that CAA, everyone already loves micro-ronies, and now making it even smaller. Who doesn't like that? Who doesn't want a lot more rounds in a smaller package? Everybody. So there's got a lot of hate on Full Conceal, but I think they're starting to find where they belong. Do they belong in that EDC everyday carry? I don't know yet. I carry mine every once in a while. I try to find different places for it. I'm trying to carry it in different ways to find that niche and where they belong, and that's going to be in another video. But I really think they did really well here with the design. I really wanted to get out and do some shooting, but unfortunately it's pouring down rain right now, so I will not be able to get out to the range. So we'll have to wait for that for the full review. There will be a lot of videos and pictures of this, of me shooting it, doing some From Conceal stuff on our Instagram page. So if you guys want to check it out there, follow us on there, and then I will be getting a full review out to you guys as soon as possible. But for right now, I'm not going to be able to go out and shoot it. So this is the first look, just to give you guys kind of an idea of what you're getting. So we're going to be doing a lot more testing, a lot more videos on this. I'm going to be doing some stuff from the bag, trying to see how quick I can get a draw on, doing stuff from the vehicle, seeing how quick I can draw it from the vehicle, from my bag, to a ready position and getting on target. So I really want to test this thing as hard as possible to see the capabilities of it and how far I can stretch it out. It is just a Glock in here, so you can't go any farther than what the Glock's capabilities are. It doesn't extend the accuracy with the barrel or anything, but I really want to stretch this out and see how capable this thing is. So if this is something you guys are interested in, make sure you guys check out Full Conceal and CAA. This is not a micro-roni. It's the micro-roni chassis, but this is called, the combination is called the Viper. So if you're looking for it, you're searching for the Viper from Full Conceal and CAA. I know Full Conceal has them on their website. You can buy either just the chassis itself, you can buy just the gun itself, or you can buy a combination of both. So there are multiple different ways to do it. If you don't want to, if you already have a Gen 4 Glock 19 that you want to send to them, it can be cheaper. So there's different ways to do it. They do offer multiple different ways. So if this is something you're interested in, check them out. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM, answer in the comments. I'll help you guys out with anything I can. And there's gonna be a lot more testing done on this. And if you guys don't follow the social media on Instagram, make sure you guys do. We're Tactical Advisor there as well. Didn't mean to hit my mic. That was probably really annoying. But follow us there as well. If you guys want to support the page, just subscribe to us here, leave comments, like, share. We really appreciate it, guys. Thank you.